they're rock solid. They are heavy duty. They bolster some of the most iconic structures in the world. They are the unsung heroes of the RV industry. They are Crossmembers and Outriggers.
Guess who's back? Back again. Mason's back and here to deliver the level up on Crossmembers and Outriggers for your RV chassis. Oh gosh! Hey, you in the back, pipe down. I know you're excited, but before we dive into what these critical components do and why you beautiful RVers need to know about them, you gotta understand what they are. So, what is a crossmember? Crossmembers on an RV chassis are the steel beams positioned perpendicular to the main frame rails. They provide structural reinforcement by distributing the weight of the RV evenly across the frame. Not only do they enhance chassis integrity, but also maneuverability, and they ensure balanced towing when encountering uneven terrain. Furthermore, they serve as vital connection points, securely attaching the floor and other structural elements, minimizing flexing and shifting during travel. And similarly, outriggers are the supports that extend outwards from the main frame rails of the chassis. They also provide structural reinforcement, especially in areas of heavy load. Outriggers are crucial to attaching the superstructure of the RV to the chassis and then evenly distributing the weight to prevent flexing or sagging. Yikes, that was a long-winded explanation. Doesn't taste very good coming off the tongue. In simpler terms, imagine your RV on the road. As you embark on your thrilling journey, you're certain to encounter bumps, twists, and turns. Kind of like what the structural beams of a skyscraper would experience amidst turbulent seismic activity, or in other words, an earthquake. And very similar to how those structural beams are tasked with alleviating and dispersing the seismic tension, the crossmembers and outriggers that make up the RV chassis are also tasked with alleviating and dispersing the bumps, the jumps, and the rigor of the road across the entire structure of the chassis. This is why they are so crucial, so as to avoid any excessive tension buildup in any one given area of the chassis. Because let's face it, folks, when tackling your adventure, it's not a question of if, but when you're going to encounter rigorous terrain, be it on or off-road. In either case, the crossmembers and outriggers stand ready to spring into action, flexing and distributing the road shock across the entire chassis. So, just as the skyscraper remains standing tall during an earthquake most of the time, your RV remains steady and ready for any adventure. And thanks to Go Play's overuse of outriggers and crossmembers, not only are these travel trailers suited to withstand the test of time, but they're also ready and willing to keep up with your sense of adventure. In short, the more outriggers and crossmembers you have, the better off you'll be to handle life and whatever the open road throws at you. And on the other side of that, the less you have will only make family dance parties that much more interesting. But seriously, having the structural integrity to handle the open road and the uneven terrain while you've got precious cargo on board is no laughing matter, friends. This is why we chose to build Go Play travel trailers using more outriggers and crossmembers than what is considered typical in the industry. Because truth be told, folks, reducing the number of outriggers and crossmembers on the chassis is a quick and effective way for manufacturers to reduce their cost. And for the most part, unbeknownst to the end customer, because these components, while crucial, are relatively invisible to the naked eye, unless you know where to look. Pro tip: it's pretty simple to identify the crossmembers and the outriggers on your rig, but to do so, you gotta get down and dirty. That's right, we're going underneath.
Okay, boy, go on get. Ow.
All right, folks, we are now under the RV. Now, what you're seeing here, everything going on here, this is all called the underbelly or undercarriage, okay? Either one works. Now, remember, the crossmembers are the structural supports that connect main frame rail to main frame rail, right? You can't see mine. Why? Well, because there's this big black thing in the way. This is called an underbelly cover, okay? This is an enclosed underbelly is what we call this. Now, an enclosed underbelly is a wonderful thing to have, and depending on whether or not that's something that's important to you, it's not the time to learn right now, but you can learn more about an enclosed underbelly right here. On one that does not have an enclosed underbelly, you'll be able to see them. They'll be visible throughout the entire length of the chassis. Now for outriggers. Here they are in the flesh. My little outriggers, little iron arms that protrude outward, right, from either side of the main frame rails. They're upholding the floor, they're upholding the walls, the roof, the ceiling, all of my critical components. They're key in securing the superstructure of the RV to the chassis, right? Now, folks, one key note about my outriggers is notice they're sparse roughly 18 to 24 inches apart.
It's not uncommon, like I said, for many manufacturers to sparse them as far as 36 to 48 inches. Why? Less outriggers means less components. It means less hours on the line. It means less money. But it's not okay. I don't like it. You hear me?
So there you have it, folks. Outriggers and crossmembers. You know what they are. You know why they're so important. Not only to ensure a smart investment, but also in protecting and safekeeping the precious cargo that you've got on board. Now get out there. Go on, beat it. Get out there and go play. Good luck.